It's just a beach.
Yeah, so we'll record. I have, uh, she probably didn't post. Has anybody seen the minutes from last when retreat was here? I didn't either, so we can,
No, because I haven't sent in my attendance yet. I was going to do that this morning and I
yeah,
forgot.
not,
I gotta
not a
get at it.
problem. Not a
Yeah.
problem. I'm trying to look on my home screen because huh, well, poo. Okay, you guys just help me through this. I called a meeting to order. Uh, just do what you're supposed to. If you're supposed to or
I
agree
second
or okay,
whatever. I
okay,
second it. I know that Christy says the only thing she has to say is something about tax exempt forms.
okay. Well, maybe she can post that. And so all right. So I guess old business. We didn't really have old business. We talked about mm, help me out, guys. What did we talk about at the I thought I had it written down and I can't
Conference.
find it.
We talked about the conference of whether we were going to do a table.
Oh, table. Yep.
Just
Good.
find out what we could do about that. She thought we could maybe put something
Okay.
there. We thought we could do it.
I do
And then-
know. I do know what we're going to do. We decided not to do that. Remember, we voted and we decided because we had to pay 50 some dollars or something that, and a lot of our things is we're selling it at cost, just so you guys can enjoy it. And but Bethany is going to have a vendor's table and we're going to go in half with her. We're going to have a corner. So
Oh, I gotta go.
yeah, and then that will lead me into new business, I guess, or can I piggyback off of this? I'm going to. We need people to work. I know Brenda Keevy said that she would work. Friday, I can't work the table because I have to do 3 to 4 hours in the honey show. I'm obligated there. So, and I guess it's basically just selling what we have. We have t-shirts and stuff like that. What I posted, and we have our own little. We'll have one person to do money, and then the other person to turn around and get the whatever they want. We only have a little space, so everything's going to be behind us. So, and I tried to uh, well, we talked about it the other day and we need like a little shelf to display the cups so everybody can look at the different cups. That's the only thing that we need to come up with. Um, I don't have one, but I have maybe a little table that we could put behind the big table and display the cups. And then the t-shirts we'll just have in piles, per size. And then, we'll just display one t-shirt. And then you just reach behind there and get their size and then the money person will take, the money. I think it's better to have one person to take the money and instead of everybody, have their little fingers in there. So but if you guys want to, um, give an hour or whatever, I think it's going to be closed down during all the big, like when Cayman's talking and any of the big things. I think they're going to shut them down. So we won't have to, worry about working that and not listening to the speaker. And there's
I can
only
help.
okay, that'd be great. Like I said, Friday, and maybe when we get there, because I will probably go early. I'm going to stay with Debbie and Allison, and so we're going to be there. Well, I don't know if Allison's coming early, but I know I am because I'll be driving from here and to
Yeah.
help set up or whatever.
I'll be there on Thursday, so I can be there early on Friday to help.
Oh, okay.
Or
What's going
whenever
on
you're going to set up.
Thursday?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to leave my
Oh.
house at 4 o'clock in the
Gotcha.
morning to get there.
Yeah, understand that. Okay. Yeah, so and it might only be like one or two, I mean, because Bethany will be there and, she can help on her downtime. But I've seen her table before and she's pretty busy all the time. So she's got a lot of stuff to sell and then she restocks. So, but if we could have two women at, at all times and Saturday I can help. And then, during the breakout sessions, I think we're going to close down. So we don't have to worry about that.
Good, because I signed up for 4.
Yeah. And I wanted to help, be a floater or whatever. So if they need help and help people find the rooms or, all that stuff. So during the outbreak sessions, then, okay, Terry, yeah. Right. Yeah, she's waiting to be a grandma any day.
Sorry, I am making so much noise here, so that's why I have it on mute. So that's why I was like, quick, type it and
Yeah.
I will work. If we're here, I'll work. We signed up for the conference. That was something I wondered, like if for some reason, if the baby comes and we don't get to go to conference, which it shouldn't come that early, could somebody else go in on our tickets?
I don't know. Do you know Louisa Householder? You could
Yeah,
just write her because she's over it all.
let's ask her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just write her and tell her, what your dilemma is.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, if I'm there, I'll.
okay. All right. I appreciate
fine.
that. Yeah.
Where are you all staying?
I'm staying with Debbie. I usually stay at the motel, but this year I don't have to.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
staying at my
'Cause
house.
I got a room at the Quality Inn, which is like a half mile from the place.
Nice.
So I can walk.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
if I see you, have you ever been, Michelle?
No.
Okay, well, there's a long road that goes into it. So if anybody sees Michelle walking, stop and give her a ride. You go in, you get off the interstate and go around and you go in and then you have to go up and around. So it's up on the hill,
Okay.
which it's no big deal. It's very easy to walk, but yeah. And there will be signs out there it's WBBA Fall Conference. It's just little square signs. You can follow it. So, but okay. So, if you're there and you've got some free time, then, we were talking about doing 2-hour working and, right. Yeah. Well, we've got Saturday too, Allison. So if you guys can't work Friday, then, cause Brenda said that she would work, both days, but I don't want to do that to anybody. There's enough women here that can volunteer for sure. And if we get enough, then maybe we only have to do an hour each. So, and you don't want to, you don't want to be stuck behind a table. I know I don't, because this is the time that, I get to see people that I only get to see during conference. So, I understand that you don't want to be stuck there. So, so any more old business? Kathy, were you going to raise your hand? Or not?
Somebody's got a hand up, I was gonna say.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
It's Jennifer.
Yeah.
I was wondering, there's a program, well, it's like an internet thing called Sign Up Genius.
Mhm.
And you could literally set up the time slots and put
Okay.
2 available spots in this time slot.
Oh,
And
that's
that
perfect.
way, like at certain periods, you wouldn't necessarily have, oh my gosh, there's nobody here now, but there was 5 people an hour ago. Where are those 5
Right.
people?
Right.
So, I mean, if I can look at what the schedule is for that, and I can set up 1
Okay.
hour or 2 hour, and you can sign up for as many time slots as you want to.
Okay.
And that way,
that would be perfect.
if they can't, if you signed up and then you can't, you can still back out, and then that time slot becomes available again. It's literally like an appointment calendar.
Okay. And then would you put that on?
I'll send it to you, and then you can put it up on the Facebook page.
Okay,
I'll send the link to you and then you can put it up.
okay, perfect. Thank you so much for doing
You're
that.
welcome. Yep.
That's way beyond me. So, I will talk to, well, Bethany's here. She knows. Bethany, are they gonna close down during, the speakers when they're on?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I heard that, but
I think that's a good idea.
yeah, because if they're keeping it in that same room, then they need to close down because people, you hear them and it distracts you. Like if you're sitting in the back of the room before the vendors. So, well, regardless, we can shut ours down because all the women shouldn't be shopping. They should be listening, right? So,
Mhm.
yeah, so during the outbreak sessions, then not outbreak, but that's another thing. Are you going to be open during the outbreak? The classes?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't even know exactly how this setup is. I thought that we were not in the main room. We were
Oh,
like out
okay.
in the hall or
Oh,
I don't
shoot.
think we're even in the main room.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay. Well, they
if I
always
don't
have been before.
if I don't particularly care about it, the sessions,
Right.
I'm fluid. I didn't
Okay.
care to go to all of them. I just cared
Right.
about seeing Cayman.
Right.
So
Same.
that was for sure when I was going to be shut down.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And it is a 6-foot table. So I don't even care. I've been too busy to worry about like stocking. I've got plenty of stuff, bee themed, bee
Yeah.
related, beeswax. I'm not going to kill myself trying to do my popcorns and stuff because I
Okay.
have other stuff to do.
Okay.
I mean, I'll bring what I have, but
Sure. Well, we'll just do, we'll utilize one corner of the table. We can put
no,
a,
it's fine. It is
Okay.
fine.
all right.
And it'll work out great.
All right. Famous last words. You heard her. I've actually
Did you?
recorded it.
Did you address the fee for the table?
Well, okay. I'm not used to asking permission. So,
I know.
I
It-
move we pay for our share of the table to share it with Bethany at conference.
Seconded.
all right. good
Okay, there you
deal.
go. See,
Eh,
that
All right.
she had offered to split it, and I mean it was fine. I had planned on setting up anyway, but I know the process. We're supposed to ask.
Yes, and I fall short of that. So thanks for
okay.
keeping me in line.
Well, You are welcome.
Like, we're paying for it. We're paying half of it, and that's it. End of discussion. That's the way I used to do business. So, well, it's only right, but I understand this meeting crap, So, so I think that's about all of the old business.
Yes,
All right.
I think. Well, and treasurer's report. I apologize. I've
Yep.
been back and forth to Morgantown. I'm currently sitting in traffic trying to get home. Had a grandson born 4 weeks
Yay.
early, so
But
I've
he is
been in
huge
town
and
or
beautiful.
I've been in Morgantown every day since Thursday, so
Mhm.
I don't have anything with me.
Yeah, no problems. And saw the beautiful pictures of that baby and little Owen. And yeah, he looks amazing to be so new, to be so
Yeah.
early. So he
Doing
was very
good. They just got to go home.
good. Oh, wonderful. Praise God. He would probably be the size of Megan's little quarterbacker there, linebacker, if he was full term, because what was he, 6 pounds, and he was.
No. He was 4.5.
Oh, I missed that one.
Uh,
Oh, Debbie's must have
yeah,
been 6 pounds.
Yeah, it must have been Debbie's because he was 4 pounds 5 ounces.
Well, he looks big in that picture
Yeah,
you
yeah.
showed. Wow.
Yeah, he's itty bitty.
Wow. Yeah, put him beside Daniel and let's see. Wow.
He's
That's
about
awesome.
a third of him.
Yeah. That's awesome though. I'm happy for you. Nothing better than being
Thank
a
you.
grandma. That's for sure.
for sure.
Yep. So, but yeah, so no worries on the report. I can, I don't know if we could, once you get your breath back again, if we could post that like Christy posts the
I-
notes.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
don't know.
probably a good
Okay.
idea.
All
We
right.
could, well, yeah, we can
Talk to
figure that out
Christy,
because,
yeah.
yeah,
Think, if she doesn't thinks it needs to be there where people can save it to their phone or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
because I mean, not everybody is members on the women's page.
Right. Right.
So that's the only,
And I really don't want to
Anyway.
make another Facebook page. So
no, no.
we can if somebody runs it. I don't want to run it. I'm Facebooked out. So, but okay, moving on. Do we have any new business? Anybody has anything they might want to try to do our club put on?
Oh,
or-
yes, I do.
Okay.
I was actually asked, and I mean, it's up to all of us really, because, it's not just the officers or anything, but I was asked if we would be interested, because my home club is doing the spring conference,
Mhm.
and there are, for one, the Natalie with the Beekeeping Like a Girl. So now it's Beekeeping with Natalie. We have her down as coming for like an
Speaker?
appearance, and an appearance more or
Oh,
less, not an
okay.
official speaker, but we've got kids activities and things happening too, and so she's going to be involved. And also he's been working on getting, and again, this is just not public knowledge or anything, but Marla Spivak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So he asked if women would potentially be interested in kind of sponsoring. He's like, not necessarily like all of their expenses, but sponsoring in part or whatever, as a like kind of it would sort of promote us, but also like the connection of other women beekeepers that, are coming.
Sure.
So anyway, I was asked if we would be interested in that, and I told him I would let us know, and we could talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to know what the bottom line is, what they
Like-
expect out of us.
Well, yeah.
Money.
Yes, if it would be, I don't know, like maybe, I can't remember the amount he said, maybe a couple $100s. I was thinking when I hear sponsor, and you're talking about their expenses for
Right.
the,
That's what I
travel
thought.
or
It's like,
what.
whew. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he said even if we wanted to, he was just saying and thinking like a couple $100s
Okay.
if we were,
For-
and then that's
Like her dinners
For-
and stuff like that, just to help out with them.
possibly,
Okay.
sure.
Mhm.
Cool.
Well, we've got time to talk about it, and I think this maybe we can table it. Am I
It's
speaking
April
right?
Yes.
And wait until we get and announce that. It's like for next meeting or the next meeting, say this is what we're going to talk
Yeah.
about. Because if it wasn't for Jennifer, then I wouldn't even known we had a meeting today. So
Oh no.
yeah. So
Put it on your
I-
Google
I
calendar.
will, I'll make the motion to table
Thank
this
you.
discussion pending
I'll
more,
second.
pending additional information.
right. Yeah.
Sure.
And I'll second it.
And Kathy seconded it. All right, yeah. But I if Justin wants a little bit of feedback, then just kind of tell him that I think we're all on board, but we just need to,
Okay, just
let
a little
other
more
people-
information.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's no need to worry about it until after fall conference anyway. It's just,
Mhm.
he had just asked me at our last club meeting, it came up, and
Right,
I just remembered it and thought I'd better say something
Yeah.
before I forget again.
yeah, and we could try to have a a face-to-face meeting at the fall conference, but you know, we tried that at spring conference and it is such
Yeah,
a hard thing
It's
to do.
not,
Yeah. It's not really feasible unless you do it during lunch. So, and not everybody got to eat. Like I was,
Yeah.
you know, working that table, so I ate after everybody basically was done. I was at the end of the line, so yeah. So we
yeah,
probably
I had
won't do that.
the hardest time. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just too many people pulling you different ways and you want to be involved. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. So any other new business people? That's a good one, Bethany. I do like that with the women and I think we need to always have a table, whether we sell stuff or not, just to, you know, put our brochures out and Chrissy brings, you know, that monitor and we've got pictures to add to it. You know, we've got another year. We've got pictures of 3 years and now we can add this 4th year to it and, you know, something like that. So I don't know if that would fall under new business or suggestions or how we want to go about doing that. But yeah, so that's we can talk about that later in the spring conference, you know, part 2. So so
That's cool. Marla Spivak has always kind of been my queen.
Yeah.
yeah, she does some amazing things. And if you guys
Mhm.
don't know her, she's on YouTube. So yeah, look her
So
up and learn from her for sure.
So I have a quick question, because we had, I don't know if we tabled it, but it was about printing the flyers. Do we have a resolution on the printing of the flyers for the fall conference or not yet?
I haven't heard and
Okay.
We kind of left that between the two that, you know, because if Lindsay does it for us, which I think they're just fine, you know, and
Mhm.
they're pretty free. So, because she donates all of her ink and her time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I told her that if she would bring them, you know, early Friday, if we could get them, then we could sit there and fold them.
Mhm.
So she wouldn't have to do that. But she has 4 boys, and she said they could, you know, they did the last one, so helped her with it.
No,
Yeah,
her
yeah,
big thing was she had to hand cut that, like, trim all of those.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
so
lot.
I mean that's totally up to her. And again, we need to know, you know, the treasure and how much money we can put into a brochure that we will not get anything out of it except for club members at
Mhm.
$5 a head. So, which is awful to say, but you know, if anybody lives close to Leslie or Lindsay, then you know maybe they could help her out. Which I don't know anybody but Debbie, and Debbie's doing school, so
Amy.
I don't know.
Debbie and Amy, and
There you go,
because aren't they all in that Morgantown vicinity?
Where does
Yeah.
she live?
Morgantown. Yeah,
Well, that's not too far from me.
yeah.
I mean, she, you know, I could help her do something.
So I mean, you know, it could be like, you know, you guys just go to a restaurant or something and sit around and fold,
Yeah.
and, you know, and visit, and then that'll be done. So, but we can definitely talk about that. That's a good thing, Jennifer. Thank you. Anything else?
I was
Alright.
talking to my pottery guy. Remember you were getting mugs last year? And I finally talked to him and he told me that he did all of the Appalachian Beekeeping Association's mugs. He did 200 of them.
Nice. Wow. How much?
So I don't know. So I got his card.
Okay.
So next time we want to look into it.
You can
said-
start now. We can start
Okay.
now. And
Yeah. He did an imprint of a bee and everything else. I said, well, I don't think we want 200, but
right. No, it would probably be around what we, you know, because I think our main agenda is, or mine is anyway, and here I go, mine, but for the retreat. And then whatever's left, then we can sell it to other people.
So for the retreat, which is the end of July, how many mugs would you want?
About 40, because we cut
About-
it off at 35 people and then
Okay.
us, us that work it, so.
Right, so I'll see what he charges for the mugs.
40 to 45, and do you guys want to do, that's another thing we need to talk about. These were like 8 ounces, some of them, held a, I don't know. But I know those brown ones, they are not at all 8 ounces, they're small.
Yeah.
And I asked him to make the tall ones, and this is what we got. So I think everybody would like a taller one, not
Yes.
a heavy
Yes.
big one, but a taller one.
Tall and at least 8 ounces, huh?
At the least, probably 10.
That's what I
10,
would,
yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I would think. So I'm a coffee drinker.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I,
Some of them are small.
yeah, like I love this, but that's like a $45 thing or more. So
Now,
Yeah.
I like some of your mugs. I always find a nice mug that I can drink coffee out of.
yeah, yeah. But this is heavy. That's my only problem with it. So, but yeah. But yeah, get back to us, ask him, and probably about 45, maybe to 50 at the most,
Okay.
we would have. And I think we've already got our t-shirt pretty well figured out for next year. And we're gonna have 2 t-shirts if we can afford it. One, it's gonna be our first ever t-shirt with the what's her name? Betty the route.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rosie the Ripper.
Rosie
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, but she's a beekeeper. That was our first one,
Yeah.
and we're gonna spruce it up a little bit and probably sell that just as our normal shirt and kind of bring it back a little bit. And then we're gonna have the retreat one. And I think it is no drone zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
Mary
funny.
came up with that one again. So actually, the last 3 years, she's responsible for our short shirts. So, and she's going off to college. She's probably already there.
She's
But,
on her way right now. Mhm.
Yeah, freshman in college this year. So, but
Who's
yeah,
that?
it's Mary. I don't know if
Mary,
you saw.
okay.
Yeah, Mary Turner,
Yes.
the young
Mhm.
girl. Yeah, yeah, she's going to Marietta. So, but she had something. They went somewhere and they had a no drone, and it was like, I love that, and everybody else said yeah. So we said, okay, next year's shirt. And I said, okay. So,
Cool.
yeah, and then of course we always ask, for the saying on the back. So start thinking about that, and it's going to be a no drone with a it's a X through it, or a line through it, like no smoking, but it's going to be a drone in the back. So, and then we'll have the color of the queen somewhere, and the number 5 on it, Roman numeral 5. So, all right, well, that's I think that's about it. That's, can I call this meeting to adjourn? Can I do that?
Make a
Uh,
motion. to
Jennifer
adjourn the-
says yes. All right, do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I will.
All right, Michelle. Second?
I'll second.
Second,
All right, we've got a half and a half, so between Kathy and Jennifer, so we're good. All right, so now let's talk bees. And I can take this.
Shanda met my husband the other day at the fair,
Uh-huh.
and he was